What's up, hoop heads? It's Friday, and I'm cooking up something brand new for you guys. Come check it out. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Skinny Hardaway, and this is Retro Heat Check. Checking in once again for the real hoop heads out there. You already know, man. I always have to start off by thanking you all for your support, your likes, comments, subscriptions, even some shares. Definitely appreciate you guys. Man, like I said, man, without you, there is no Retro Heat Check. I'd just be sitting here talking to myself every day. Like I said, like I always say, Rome was not built in a day, and neither would this channel. But I definitely thank all of you for basically everything that you're giving me, as far as the support, the comments, the ideas, things like that. Definitely appreciate it, including even you fanboys out there that come into the comments with your hate. You have a special spot on the channel as well as cannon fodder. Thank you for continuing to add to content to this channel. Appreciate you. Thank you. Once again, also, man, gotta give shout outs to the squad. Sports and Fitness Rants, you know what I'm saying, my bro, you know what I'm saying, got me started in this. You guys already know the story. Definitely shout outs to him. Angry Old Hoops, Michael Jordan fans are the best. Uncommon Sense, I'm sorry. Uncut Hoops. got them crossed up. Jordan versus LeBron. Phenomenal Fitness. Scap Attack. Savage Basketball Facts, Dreamers Pro, Ticket TV, Print Sports, quite a few that are a part of the squad. We're coming together, man. Like I said, we're forming like Voltron to basically kill and crush all narratives. You know what I'm saying? Just kick the truth, man. And some of it's informative, some of it's entertaining, but it's all 100% real. It's all facts. You can back it up with the stats, with data, with visual evidence. But you already know what it is, man. Definitely support these brothers, and help us continue to stand up against these narratives. I mean, it's your job as well. You know what I'm saying? Do your part too. It ain't just on us. You know what I'm saying? Do your part as well. You know what I'm saying? To keep the false narratives at bay. Definitely appreciate you all. Definitely. Today is Friday, and I had an idea that I was kind of playing with, and I said that I was going to be dealing with sneakers of the 90s, and definitely that. And I always tell you all to wear your sneakers. So we got a new concept that I'm going to try out each and every Friday. It's going to be called Wear Your Sneakers Friday. That's why I'm wearing these gloves right here, because we're going to be handling some shoes. And today's sneaker that we're going to definitely deal with is fresh. These are freshly added to the collection. This was a shoe that I had been waiting on for a while, and it finally came with with OG specifications, and it is the Air Jordan 9. This is the Air Jordan line. They would call the Carolina. That was the street nickname for them, but I think it's like Summit Blue. I think that's what they call it, Summit Blue. but we usually just call them the Carolinas. The Air Jordan 9 came out in the year 1994. Obviously, we all know what happened in 1994. That was the year that Michael Jordan suddenly retired after the tragic passing of his tragic murder, basically, of his father. Jordan decided to walk away from the game of basketball and take up baseball, which shocked the sports world. Shocked me as a kid, as a kid going from elementary school to middle school. That was a huge shock for me and my friends, just hearing about that. And we were all afraid, and I think like after the shock and everything wore off of Michael Jordan's retirement, I think that the next question that we all asked was, would there be any more Air Jordans? Is that the end of the Air Jordan line? And Tinker Hatfield and Mark Smith, the co-designers of the Air Jordan 9, along with suggestions from Michael Jordan, created this great shoe right here. This shoe in particular, this colorway in particular, was the second or third installment of the Air Jordan 9. I want to say in the chronology of the sneaker release. I want to say this was the third release, because I want to say you had the Space Jams, then the Olives. I'm quite sure the Olives, then the Carolinas, then the charcoal, smoked charcoal bread, smoked charcoal, whatever. It's kind of the 9s were different as far as colorways was concerned, but and they definitely came with some crazy colorways on this, very different from the norm, very simplistic in design, to be all the way honest. But the Carolina, actually, this was the first time that this colorway was actually put on an actual Air Jordan, as far as like within the line. This was the first time they were playing with colors like teals and aquas. That was like in the 8s, in the 5s. The 6s were dealing with like the Bordeaux, that Bordeaux gray with the black, with the burgundy, in there. They're just playing with different colors, and they finally decided in the 9 to pay ode to North Carolina, to Michael Jordan's Carolina roots. So definitely a beautiful shoe, definitely a beautiful colorway. The theme that Tinker Hatfield was trying to convey with this shoe, he along with Mark Smith, was that they wanted to make an international shoe, tell an international story, basically highlighting how Michael Jordan has touched the not only the basketball world, but the athletic world as a whole. Because not only here in the States, everybody was shocked. Around the world, people were stunned by his sudden retirement, walking away from the game at the top of his game. Left many wanting more, and this shoe kind of illustrated it. Whoops. It has like basically like a world theme, as you can tell by the back tab. You can see the Jordan with the globe, kind of illustrates what the overall messaging is. Man, the bottoms definitely tell. I think the bottom, the outsole, bottom of the outsole, I think tells the biggest story, with the Jordan 23 and all of the messaging that is in the bottom of the shoe. I want to say that this means like the greatest, the best in Japanese or Chinese. I forget what this was, but I want to say it's Chinese. I may be wrong, but I think it's Chinese. And I think it's just basically saying the greatest, world's greatest. And actually, on the bottom of the shoe, this is the right shoe. You actually have some phrases in different languages of the world. At the very top of the right shoe, that's French. It's Dede for dedicated. Spanish, that's Fuerza. or force. Italian, that's intenso or intensity. Once again, French with liberté or freedom. And at the bottom is German. It means anmutig. That means being graceful. So that's that. That's the bottom of that one, and the bottom of the right one, and the bottom of the left is Russian. I can't say that word. Meaning sport. The next one is Swahili. Uhuru, meaning independence. Once again, Russian. I have no clue what that means, but that means freedom. German, once again, athletisch, meaning athletic. And Swahili, Maundajai, meaning hope. It's basically just telling the story. And I think this is, once again, like I said, the Chinese for the world's greatest or something like that, if I recall. 1994, the year, obviously, the year of his first year out of the NBA. These actually were also cleats as well. He wore an all black and white cleat form of the Air Jordan 9. Man, what can I say? I mean, the impact of these sneakers, definitely. When this colorway came out, in particular, like I said, this was the first time that we got to see actually MJ's school being represented in a sneaker. And there's there's a famous Nike ad with Michael Jordan wearing his old Carolina outfit. His Carolina uniform. I'm sorry, his old Carolina uniform. And he was wearing these. It was definitely a dope moment in Jordan, in the illustrious Air Jordan line. It was definitely a moment to see Michael Jordan in these. A lot of people did not know that, and including myself, I totally spaced on these. That back in the day, these were the only ones that did not have 23 on the back. Now there's 23 on the back of each and every last one of them, but not on these ones. Now on the retros, when they retroed back in 2016, I believe, or 2014, one of those 2 years, now they put 23 on the back there. And I think that's probably where I got it kind of confused, because I always thought that the 23, but then I remembered when I was in middle school playing for the basketball team, me and my one of my homeboys, we used to actually swap sneakers for games, and he had the Space Jam 9s, and I had a pair of these. I had a pair of the Carolinas, and we would swap depending on what we wanted to do. We would swap sneakers. Maybe not at the time. Maybe, we wasn't thinking that maybe not the most sanitary thing to do or most cleanly thing to do, but I mean, we was kids, and that's what that's just what we did. We used to trade shoes. Like, hey, let me wear those today. Let me wear those today. We just swap our shoes out, and this was a shoe that I would swap out from time to time with my friend. Shout out to my homeboy Yante, man. Shout out to him, man. He was our leading scorer that year. The cultural phenomenon of these. I mean, when these touched down. Once again, everybody went to the mall to cop these. The lines were pretty long for these, you know what I'm saying? But everybody ended up getting a pair. That was the beauty of those days. Everybody got a pair. You got to see so much North Carolina stuff. If you was a North Carolina fan, you was in heaven when you bought these. If you was a Duke fan or just a North Carolina hater, you probably wasn't feeling the colorway, but you was feeling the sneaker, But these hit like an atomic bomb, man. I mean, these are a class. This is a classic. This is a shoe that is usually sought after, but rarely people will find good pairs. Usually people get these and they keep them. I mean, the shoe is a beautiful shoe, simplistic in its design. Tinker Hatfield and Mark Smith really did their thing as far as the design of it with the Huarache type boot inside. Just basically the lace locks with the round laces, with the solid plastic lace locks. Was easy to lace up. Like I said, man, pretty simplistic sneaker, man. You can just throw them on with that, whatever, and keep it moving, man. But still have a high quality sneaker on your foot. Definitely a must cop if you're into buying sneakers and you want to have your Carolina stuff together, man. This is a shoe that you want to get, man. These just dropped last Saturday. I had ordered mine off GOAT, and they finally came because they finally came today. I was a little I think, I did order them on Saturday. I ordered them on Saturday, but I didn't. Did I rush them? No, I didn't. I didn't order rush. I didn't. I don't think I. Yeah, no, I didn't order rush this time. I just ordered it regular. So it was a little, because rush I would probably had it by Wednesday, but yeah, this is the Air Jordan 9 once again. This is a new like I said, this is a new segment that I want to do. Just basically just speaking on the shoes of the 90s. I wish that I could say more, because I would get more into the moments of Michael Jordan wearing the shoe. But I will say that this shoe, thanks to Michael Jordan's absence, there were certain players that did get to wear special colorways of the Air Jordan 9. Players such as Penny Hardaway and Nick Anderson of the Orlando Magic. I think Reggie Miller wore them for a couple games. I know Mitch Richmond wore them for a couple games. Couple players throughout the league, but most prominently were Nick Anderson and Penny Hardaway. Actually, Penny Hardaway wore both the home. They looked more like the Space Jams, but instead of a red Jumpman, they had the photo blue Jumpman, and he also had the black photo blue Air Jordan 9s. They were like a two-tone blackish smoke gray with the photo blue Jumpman on there and the 23 on the back. Well, his was number 1 actually, and Nick Anderson had 25. So it was definitely a very dope moment in sneakers. Seeing other players around the league wearing Air Jordans, because without Michael Jordan being there in the league, somebody had to fill in the gap. You know what I'm saying? So those two players in particular rocked those pretty well. Me being a Penny Hardaway fan, I thought that was the craziest thing to see Penny in some Air Jordans with his number 1 on the back. And then a couple years later, Michael Jordan, out of retirement, is wearing Penny sneakers. So I thought that was a really cool gesture that Michael Jordan did for players like that, especially Penny Hardaway, because I think he really took a liking to Penny Hardaway in his game. So he kind of gave Penny a little extra sauce on the sneaker game. But the Air Jordan 9, like I said, is this Friday's wear your sneaker of the week. Here it is. Like I said, each and every Friday, I'm going to try to highlight a different sneaker out the collection. In particular, shoes from the 90s. So I'm going to try to stick to like the OGs and all that stuff like that. Now, there are some shoes that I do have that are from the 90s that aren't OG colorways, and I may have to just take those and then just kind of finesse it from there. As far as explaining to you what they look like and everything, and the specifications and the history behind it. With that being said, oh yeah, before I go, I forgot to shout out Quinn Moon and Sir Stanley Thomas. Definitely thank you all for your support. Thank you for the subscriptions. welcome to the Hoophead Haven right here. You feel me? Where we're all about the real. We're all about 90s, 80s, and 90s basketball. We're here about to tell them the truth. You already know what it is, man. But yeah, definitely welcome to the fold. And with that being said, man, it's your boy Skinny Hardaway once again with another episode of Retro Heat Check. Checking out. Peace and wear your sneakers.